All right, today we're looking into the new Red Dead Online monthly events updates. This will be lasting until January 5th. And of course, with it being December, Rockstar is focusing a lot more on adding a little bit of new content as well as bringing back some returning content as well. We have snow in the game. We have, Christmas lights around, decorations, trees at the camp, all of that. Pretty much the same thing Rockstar has been doing since, like 5 years ago or whatever. But getting into it though, let's start off with the monthly rewards. So first off, if you are rank 20 of the Naturalist, if you log in, you can get the Armador coats, which is from Outlaw Pass 3. If you sell a animal sample to Harriet, you can get the Armador pants, which is also from Outlaw Pass 3. Sampling a legendary animal gives you the Prowler hat from Outlaw Pass 1. Reaching wave 4 in a Merry Call to Arms, you get the Red Morning tailcoats. And then reaching wave 8 in a Merry Call to Arms gives you an offer for 10 gold bars off any role initiated item. Now, for the weekly stuff that's going on, for the first week, if you win a feature series, you get a reward for 3 gold bars, which is actually pretty good, especially because we do have a special new one that just returned as well. So definitely look into that. And then we have the second week, which is if you hunt a legendary animal, you get a reward for the Blue Water Marsh treasure map, another great reward as well. The third week, if you complete 3 role challenges, you get a reward for a free ability card. Of course, Painted Black is one to definitely go for. Fourth week, if you complete 3 daily challenges, you get a reward for the Calumet Ravine treasure map. And for the final week, completing a Crips Daily Stew challenge gives you a reward for 50% off an established or distinguished naturalist role item. So for the new content, Rockstar has a new festive map for Head for the Hills, which is Ewing Basin. And then for Merry Call to Arms, which Rockstar started a few years ago, they have a new festive map as well for that one, which is Fort Wallace. I think this map is actually pretty good considering the fact that with a lot of other maps, they can, the enemies can come from like any direction, but Fort Wallace, with it being, obviously a full-on fort, so the enemies can only come through one entrance, which making it a little bit more easier, especially if you're doing a solo, since you know exactly where they're coming from, as well as you could just, kind of focus on putting your allies there. Now, we also have some special rewards. So if you log in anytime from now until January 5th, you get the Winter Evans Repeater variants. This is something that Rockstar has had many years in the past. And if you also have a focus on the Christmas week, so from the 23rd to the 31st, if you log in during Christmas, you receive the Red Cliff outfit, which is from Quick Draw Pass 1. And then for New Year's, Rockstar has a special event from the 1st through the 5th, which is that if you log in during New Year, you receive a reward for a free emotes, a free honor resets, and a weight loss tonic, which I'm pretty sure is the same thing they did last year as well. Pretty much just, kind of giving a fresh start to the year, if you would like that. And then the feature series calendar is a little bit different this month as well. So for this week until the 8th, you can play Head for the Hills, Dodge a Bullet. And then for the week after, it's going to be focused on the Festive series, and it started from January 16th through the 5th. It's going to be focused on pretty much the same exact thing, but probably just a few different modes. For limited time clothing, we have the Winter Shotgun coat, the Benbow jacket, the Leviathan jacket, the fur gloves, and the Pelts half chaps. Rockstar surprisingly has not done a community-inspired outfit for this month, which is something I did realize. Not exactly sure why. I'm pretty sure last year was actually pretty nice. I do remember them having that. Maybe they're just gonna maybe focus on putting it sometimes, or just, I don't know, they skipped this month. But it is usually pretty cool to get those for sure. Just, it's kind of interesting to have stuff for the community. And then for the bonuses, Rockstar is giving out triple money, XP, and roll XP on the Naturalist sample sales. And then there's triple money, ability card XP, and regular XP or free roam events. There's double money XP and gold on a Merry Call to Arms, and double money XP and gold on all the feature series that we have going on this month. And then we also have the Krampus shotgun variant, which is coming tomorrow on December 9th. And ending off with the discounts, we have free fast travel, sedative ammo, so definitely stock up on that. There's 10 gold bars off the Naturalist role. And then there's 50% off all the Naturalist role items, trinkets, varmint rifle. We also have pistol style customization and the pistol themselves. And then we have 40% off all of Crips outfits, the Arabian horses, Mustang horses, as well as the Gypsy Cob. We have all hats, all chaps, gloves, and coats. Now, also, they want to touch a little bit on Red Dead Redemption. So last week, Rockstar, of course, released it on mobile, so iOS and Android through Netflix. And also, they released new version on PS5, as well as the Xbox Series and Nintendo Switch 2. So if you do have the PS4 version or Xbox One version or just the regular Switch version, you do get a free upgrade, which is nice. Rockstar doesn't make you buy it again. There isn't really that many differences from what I've seen. It's just, a little bit just enhanced. According to them, there's going to be enhanced image quality, new HDR support. You can also go up to 4K. And then Rockstar also has, you know, a smooth 60 frames per second, just, you know, little changes here and there. So just see it as like a little update, I guess, and just also officially branding it from having the older version to having the newer version through, you know, console platforms basically. But it's pretty nice to see Rockstar continuing with that. Of course, I think it is probably one of the coolest things, the fact that you are able to play Red Dead 1 on mobile. I don't think it's something that a lot of people would have expected, considering the fact that Red Dead didn't, you know, have the best coding supposedly, and it took years for them to even get this on you know, updated consoles. It wasn't until 2023. So to be able to play them on consoles, as well as also being able to play a full Red Dead game on mobile, it is pretty nice. I can't lie, I definitely enjoy checking it out. I also have to mention though, of course, is that people do want GTA 4 to also get the same treatment. So hopefully early next year or around probably its anniversary, which is going to be pretty good now, since Rockstar obviously moved GTA 6 to November. Around April, the end of April is when Rockstar possibly could release a GTA 4 version for that. And then also we do want the Red Dead Redemption 2 version to be on PS5 as well as Xbox Series to have, you know, obviously a smooth 60 frames per second, upgraded support, enhanced maybe new content, all of that. So we'll see if Rockstar ever does that, but that's definitely something people will be looking into. But that's all for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to subscribe as well as post notifications. I'll be putting an updated video as well to let you guys know about the Christmas events that's going on. Again, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.